A very good morning to you, and it's time now to take a look at Morning Live Business. Now, the question is, do you know how much your home is worth? In fact, I think the real question is, do you know how much your local municipality has valued your house? Now, this is important information as it will more than likely determine the level of property rates that you're going to pay. Homes are revalued every 4 years, and owners can expect to get new property values within the next 6 months. So, is there anything we can do? Or do we have to accept what the municipality thinks our homes are worth? Well, one man who knows is Francois Venter, who's a director at Jawitz Properties, and he joins us now from our Cape Town studios. Francois, thank you very much for joining us, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Peter. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so why is it important to get accurate valuations for your properties ahead of these municipal valuations?
Peter, it's a very good question. And I think the first issue is that, the council has already completed the valuations in July this year, and will be finalised in January of next year. And those notices will be sent out to all property owners, residential and non-residential owners, in February next year. The period is quite short to make an objection, which will be from 1 March till the 30th of April next year. And the new rates will come into effect from July 2013. So, preparation is always key. And I think the issue is that, the council has done the valuations, and people get these valuations and they kind of accept it and not thinking, listen, they can actually object to these valuations to try and lower their rates.
So what are the consequences if we get the wrong valuation done?
Well, effectively, you, as a property owner, you'll be paying higher rates on a monthly basis. So, there's a flattering part about saying, listen, your property is worth a lot more than what you thought it was. But the flip side to the coin is that you're paying a much higher rate. And
I would imagine for those that are selling, that might create an expectation in one's mind about the value of the property.
100% correct. We come across sellers all day that use the municipal rate as a benchmark for the value of their property, and ultimately the market decides the value for the property.
How do you go about getting a valuation done and objecting?
Listen, it's a very easy process. Obviously we are facilitating as Jawitz Properties the process. So the listeners and the viewers can contact us on either 0861 529 489. Or alternatively, people can visit our website, www.jawitz.co.za, or we've set up an email address where people can contact us directly to valuations@jawitz.co.za, and we'll go out and do the correct valuation for them, and that will then give them the supporting information to do the objection.
I got a question from somebody that I work with who, she says she's got a very small property in between 2 large ones either side of her. Is she in danger of getting misvalued by the municipality just by being in the wrong place?
Listen, it's hard to say. What the council does is, they do a mass valuation. So they're looking at the neighbourhoods, what property sales have taken place in the area. But they're also taking into account averages, So, and I think every home is different, and I think that's where we as an estate agency can play a role to assist sellers and in property owners from that point of view to say, because every home there might be an unrenovated house, or it might be renovated. Some houses might have pools, some might not have pools. So every value for every home is going to be different, and you can't just take an average.
And the municipality, what do they accept as a true valuation? Do you have to get a certificate or from people like yourselves, for example, and do they take that as gospel then?
Listen, you can never say never, but what we will do is we'll prepare a letter to say what we think the value is and supporting information, with regards to what's available in the area for sale at the current time, and also what has sold in the area. So to use absolute comparables for the area. So the public will have to send that in and see if the council will listen to the objection, and see if the council will rebate them at a lower value.
All right, Francois, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much indeed for bringing this to our attention, because it's very, very important. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, okay. So that was Francois Fenter, who's the director at Jawitz Properties. And you want to make sure you get your property properly valued, and you're running out of time, actually. The municipality's probably looked at your property already and has made a decision. So we've got, I think, probably about 6 months to object if they've miscalculated it. Right, it's time now to take a look at your indicators. Starting with your currencies, the rand was a little stronger in late trade on the back of a weaker dollar. And with all the markets in a wait-and-see mode ahead of today's German court Eurozone decision, and that left the rand